All right, guys, we are filling it up again, doing Three Musketeers for the second day in a row. Today we're doing it in the Grand Masters League. One lap of Three Musketeers, 37.8 kilometers. There are a total of, oh man, how many riders are there here? 240 riders. Mass start. Yesterday, if you saw that video, there were 4 of us total. And one of those 4 was very unhappy that he was doing all the work. Plenty of people to do work today. 72 in our category, which is 40 to 49. Yesterday we were talking about the idea that this course is probably a lot more challenging and fun with more people. And we're going to test that theory now. Here we go. All right. Gonna want to be strong out of the gates. In a group this big, no telling which wheels are good wheels. Because we're broken up by age, not by ability. So can't be fooled by A, B, C, D, E. And therefore, we're gonna want to make sure we're not off the back. Want to be able to respond to any early movement. A lot of people eager to come through us, which is fine. But the whole group got out of the gates together. Got somebody off the front already. It's going to raise the speed. There is no steering, so everything will be done with wattage today. All right. Not a lot of elevation, a lot of loops through the new cobbles, but not a lot of elevation. This is a pedaler's course. You are going to be on the pedals the entirety of the ride. Coming up on our first section of cobbles on the left-hand turn, a little further up. And the cobbles, yesterday it didn't really seem to make a difference in terms of drafting or effort. Let's see how it is today. There is a 2-3% riser coming up. So we want to be around the front for that. All right, moving fast here. 51K an hour. Good start. And here's that rise. Still draftable. Found that out yesterday. Tried to sprint away from someone. Did not work. Uh-oh. That was weird. It flattens out. And this is also the finish banner. I don't think that did much to the group. It did not. So Just stick with it. Downhill. Little rise. This is all draftable. All right. %, just a little push. Okay. Back into the draft. Okay. There we go. Carry that draft. Floating along. So we're averaging 330 so far. So over right at 4 watts a kilo just to be in the group. Must be some absolute titans up front. Okay. Coming out of that first new section. And this group's going much faster than yesterday. So time is passing more quickly. You know, when you got 200 instead of 4, it's amazing what the speed looks like. But it's also amazing that with 200 in this group, there are people off the front, and we're going 48. That's impressive. Through the big Jurassic Park entryway. We're now going to go through the loop-to-loop, which goes up, around, and down, but it's not a lot of elevation, so it doesn't require a lot. Just past the sprint start. Don't let that fool you. It'll be a full minute before we reach the banner. It's got to be Zwift's longest sprint leg in existence. Okay. Kick over the 3%. It relaxes, even goes down. Okay. There we go. Let's go ahead and draft. Get another power up. There's so many power ups on this loop, so don't be afraid to use them. All right. Staying with the group, little push over the 3%. There we go. A little relief here, but at these speeds, not really. It's wild how fast this ride's going right now. And maybe it's just a bunch of people hitting 7, 8 watts a kilo off the front. Maybe that's for real. Who knows? But it's a very draftable course, which is why this group is still massive. Feel the terrain as much as possible. Spin as much as possible. We can catch. Okay. Are they off the front? Is that someone trying to get this group? I don't know. Okay. A minute of breathing here. We'll take it. Big mushroom of a group. Yeah, people are already starting to talk about how many watts they need to keep just to stay here. All right. Just breathing, moving, pushing along. Not too long from now, we're going to need to go over the aqueduct, and that always has a gapping effect on the group. I think everybody realizes where they are in the course now, and the aqueduct is coming. All right. That was a quick 9K. 28K to go, 29K to go. So we're almost a quarter of the way through, and it is unrelenting. That's interesting. They're just flying through, huh? Let's use the feather. People looking for separation early. Breathe. A lot of work right now. Group stretched out. Okay. There we go. Here we go. Down the hill. Okay. Here we go. Back together. That did some damage. All right, on the group. Oh, let's breathe. Get the heart rate down on the flats. Okay. That's the first selection there. Still massive group. Okay. 13K in, 24 to go, 1/3 of the way. So far more difficult than yesterday. 4 watts a kilo almost just to be here. Just to hang on. But hang on we will. That's what we're good for in today's group. One attack after the next. Just pressing along. With the attacks, the whole group gets twitchy and does more watts than needed to hold speed. So we're all fighting not to be on the back. So these attacks really punish everybody when they're this high. Okay. Not a lot to say right now. Heart rate's elevated, going decent wattage. Takes a little concentration. But man, for these guys who can attack, good on you. I mean, really. Okay. 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 Motivated group off the front now. Okay. There we go. How we doing? All right. Still here. Really starting to feel it. I mean, pretty consistent, 47 to 50K an hour. Pretty uncharted territory. This is a fast course with a lot of fast riders on it today. Okay. Okay, we're going back into the cobbles, I believe. Okay, here we go. Back through Jurassic Park. Okay. 20K to go. Not even halfway yet. Oh boy. Okay. 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 Let's draft. This speed really is insanity. I think I accidentally signed up for the big leagues today. Okay. They're pushing again. I almost want the rubber band to break and have a group. Okay. Everyone's pushing so hard. There we go. Woof. Woof, woof, woof. Okay. $20 down, almost 21, 17K to go. We're just hanging on for dear life. Hodl. Let's hydrate while we can. There we go. Top 40-ish in this group. Man, to have the lead be 20% of the group at this pace is impressive. A lot of real good riders. And probably a number of riders like us just happy to be here, trying to manage watts. Okay, we're going past the start pens, so we'll work our way back towards that first cobbled section again. I mean, are people finally getting tired? I hope so. Because we got tired like kilometers ago. Ooh, now we're pitting the categories against one another, even though we're all on the same group ride. Let the blues close it down. I'm good. Okay. Group stringing out. I'm gonna hit the cobbles soon. There's that riser as well. Let's hang on the best we can. Uh-oh. Okay. Tapping out. Let's get ourselves together. Going 45, getting dropped. Up over. Oh, featherweight. Oh. Okay. When that happens, we just don't have it. Not that speed. But we can feel sorry for ourselves or gather and TT at home. So let's gather. Okay. Just tap it along. It's good speed. All right. We'll push up and over. We're in such a no man's land. I'm sure that group behind us is huge. And if we get caught, maybe we'll be lucky to be like top 60, 80. So we gotta keep going. As much as we don't want to. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. Less than 12K. So we're at 4 watts a kilo, barely 41. And when we were hanging onto the group, it was 50 plus. What were those guys doing on the front? We were literally the only guy that didn't make the front group. So. Okay. Through the balloon fields, back through the squigglies, through town, out, almost to the start pens. We start that first cobble loop again to the finish at the top of that rise. So, oh man, we're fading. Let's manage, 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 manage. Oh, another YouTuber. Cool. Good job, bud. Nice, Andrew. Twitch. All right. We'll do what we can, but that Peloton behind us, the second group, they're pushing pretty good. And we're just lonely. So let's try to keep decent speed, see what the gap looks like in a few K, make a decision. But right now, they're creeping a few seconds every K. So if they're not back to me with 5K to go, I'd be surprised. It's just math. Doesn't mean we cash in here. It just means we ride our own ride right now. And we don't have to respond to anybody. Slight push, mostly recovery. Just keeping speed. Keeping up appearances, as they say. Ooh. All right. So we're 40th overall. I don't know where we are within our own group. But look at how fast they got out on me. Full minute. Oh, we got a couple of C's ahead of me. Good job, guys. Carrying that 40 to 49 flag. I like it. All right. 9K. Whoa. Okay. Up. Up, up, up. Yeah, there's no way I got 4 minutes on the next group, so it's loop to loop, causing some timing inaccuracies. There they are, 54 seconds. They're coming back with a vengeance. It's okay. All right. Free speed right now. Okay. Up and over. Up, up, up. Long downhill coming. Okay. Woof. Yeah. Oh boy. Less than 8K. Less than a minute lead on B group. Okay, up closer to 50. Just let it happen. We're on our own. These guys are making this decision hard. I stay here or drift back. Oh man. I want to just give it up if we don't have to. But spin. Okay. Just breathe and move at this point. What can we do? Definitely not going forward. Slowly going backwards. Yeah, this ride wildly more difficult than yesterday. And hopefully faster, even though we're by ourselves. Yesterday I got ride shamed. Somebody saw my name, and I was doing course recon, just sitting in. They were doing work. It's just 4 of us riding together. And they said, yep, draft cycling. Should rename it to fat lazy cycling. Oh, I never. So, I don't know what demons they were processing, but it's a video game, guys. So, no need to ride shame me. That guy ended up punching himself out towards the end. He kept trying to sprint off the front because he was impatient, and I personally closed every single one of them down. Definitely cost me the win. It gave me severe satisfaction in talking with my legs. I don't like the keyboard here, unless it's for positive. Cheer each other on in this virtual world. How am I holding this gap? Oh God, guys, why? Okay. So we're just dangling out here to the second group. Pull me out of my misery, guys, please. And like I said, this is a peddler's course. You have to ride the whole thing. Never, ever, ever do you come off the pedals. So if you're a good TT guy, this course is 100% for you. If you like and need recovery, like me, whoo, boy, this is a challenge. Okay. Gather. They're going to get me so close to the line. It's going to be silly. All right. Coming up on 4K to go. Less than 3 miles. Closer to 2.5 now. Let's try to get to 3K to go. Okay. Just breathing, moving, best we can. Okay. When they organize for the sprint, I'm not sure what's going to happen behind me, but they're in striking distance. 3K to go. We're trying here, guys. Heart rate's super high. Legs are dead. Trying to salvage this. Okay. 3K. Let's get down to 2. Breathe and move. All right. Working to 2. That's it. Okay. Let's get to 1. Here's the undulations. One and a half K. we go. Up over. $1K. Almost home. Not sure how or why we still have a gap. Okay. To the line. I think we got this. Oh my gosh. We did it. Holy crap. No way. Okay. We held on. The 16th. Big watts up front. 4-5, 4-4, 4-5, 4-4. And then us. 3-7. Okay. 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 Able to draft, if you call it that, good portion of the ride. And then we're forced to work through. What did we come through at? Like 42 minutes? How did we do yesterday? Let's see. Ooh. So, let's see if we can find yesterday's activity. Here it is. Three Musketeers, 51:29. So we went, I don't know how we did, maybe slower than last time. I didn't really clock the finish there. But that's odd for all the work done on the front. But may make sense that we were left pulling through a whole bunch of roads by ourselves and we didn't work together. Yesterday I also spent the second half of the ride sprinting down escapes. That always elevates the speed. And the group I was in went so slow that the bees caught us with like 10K to go. We gained 20 seconds back out on them, but they still, as a group, finished 40 seconds ahead of us. So yeah, yesterday was a walk in the park compared to today. But that's why we do it, guys. You can ride the same route 2 days in a row and have a wildly different experience. Today the challenge was to hang on, and when we couldn't hang on, the challenge was even greater, which was to summon the demons and try and keep strong watts to the finish. How that group behind me didn't close the gap, I don't know. They were probably just looking around at each other, figuring why make the effort to catch one person if they've got a big group and it's going to be a sprint anyway. So that probably worked out in my advantage, but I definitely had to work for it. It was not given that I was going to stay ahead. Oh, we are in a bad place. Very bad place. Let's get that heart rate back down. Just unwind these watts. How are the legs? Man, the riders driving the front today, good for them. Woof. Just super strong. And we just made a couple wrong decisions. I will fully admit, as the group started to stretch out again, before we went towards the start-finish banner, and they started to gap me, all I was thinking about was I'm off the back and there's a hill coming up. And so I eased off and I let them go. And instead of really digging to see if I had it, I made a bad decision. And I paid for it because anybody who stayed with that group finished minutes ahead of me. And I paid for it because I was left all alone, fending for 41st place or whatever it was, all by myself, without a group to speak of. So I got to toughen up, and I got to just go for it in those decisions, when those decisions need to be made. And that would have changed the ride dynamic had I made it. Hopefully found some chance to recover, but instead I had a self-imposed recovery of about a minute, and then had to get right back to work to defend the lead. And they were like, what, a minute 40 behind me, and they cleared a minute, but I still kept that 30 seconds at the end. So it's a mixed bag. Coulda, woulda, shoulda, right? But I didn't. So I lived the reality of my decisions. But you live and learn, become a better rider. Try not to make the same mistakes. Try to gain enough fitness to be able to hang on the wheels of the top guys. I mean, my FTP right now I think is around 4.3. And those guys were clearing a course that's almost an hour long at 4.5 average watts, and peaking the 5-minute power is probably closer to 5.5. So, you know, that is a reality. We got to live in the reality. We don't live in pretend world, even though this is Zwift, it is, I mean, essentially pretend. We have to deal with the reality of where we're at. And if we don't like it, we got to get better. And right now, we don't like it. I did not like how that went down. I'm proud of keeping my place, but I'm not proud of how it went down. I would have rather stuck with the front group and been the last guy across the line on the sprint. That was preferable. But I wasn't even in the hunt. There was no chance of a better placing, only worse. Anyway, before I start to get too long-winded, as I have a habit of doing, if you are still here, that's amazing. Really appreciate you being here and watching. Starting to get more views on the channel, which is awesome. Picking up a few followers here and there, which is awesome. I'm just gonna keep posting these things and working to get better at my cycling, working to get better with my commentating, working to get better with my strategy, and just sharing it all with you. And hopefully some of the things that are going on in my riding life resonate with you. A lot of us are working hard to work our way up into higher groups and faster speed and higher power. So that's what this journey is. Anyway, guys, all that is left to do is warm down. So for now, that's all from me.